Welcome back to the Mad Dog Farm. Hope you're all keeping well. Not much has been going on here because of the weather. I have put a picture in the community post, but I'll just put a picture up for you now. That's one of the reasons why we're not getting outside. That and my arse is still not fixed. It's getting better. So this video, I'm just going to go over a few little things. Obviously, at the moment, things are a little bit touchy. Apocalypse, end of the world. It won't come to that. But if you do need to protect your toilet roll, or your carrots, or your potatoes, vegetables out in the garden, you don't want some scrote coming along and pinching them. So you need some sort of protection device. Now, we live in a country where it's not easy to have guns. You can have rifles or shotguns if you're part of the chasse, which is the hunt. You have to be registered, licensed, and you need a doctor's certificate, this, that and the other. You can have a license for a rifle or a shotgun, or the other way of getting a license for a firearm is for becoming a member of the Bull Trap Association, which is clay pigeon shooting. I am neither of those. I think in the UK, if you've got a small holding, it's fairly easy to get a shotgun licence. I'm not sure about firearms. I remember my dad had a firearms licence when we had the place in Lincolnshire. I don't know if he got that because we had the small holding and it was for pest control and all that kind of thing. Anyway, handguns are out, basically. So if you live in a country, as we do, in France, your options are quite limited. I've got some suggestions for you. They look real. They are real. This one shoots blanks. This one, basically, it's a paintball marker, but it shoots rubber balls. It shoots steel, rubber-coated balls. It shoots paintballs. It shoots pepper balls. The pepper balls look quite good, actually. I've been watching those on YouTube. This is a CO2 powered gun with a rail on the top, rail on the bottom, so you can put attachments on it. It's got a 6-shot cylinder, which you can just pop out like so. Load that with rubber balls. Now, the good thing is with this, with a lot of CO2 guns, once you put your CO2 in and pierced it, that's it. It's all sort of live, and it will leak out over time because they're not sealed. With this one, you can put your CO2 cartridge in, which goes in backwards on this, tighten that up, and that will sit in there unpierced. So you could have this loaded next to your bed without popping the CO2. Someone breaks into your house, all you've got to do is whack that, it pierces the CO2, and you're good to go. Now, this is the 11 joule version, which is 8.11 foot-pounds, which for that is quite powerful. A lot of countries you can't get the 11 joule version because it's too powerful for a handgun. That's one option. Here is the other option. This is a replica of a Sig Sauer SP 2022. Polymer hand grip, metal slide, 14-round magazine, but it fires blanks. Now, I know what a lot of you Americans are thinking. What good is that to defend your home? It's not going to hurt anyone. Now, 9 times out of 10, if you break into someone's house and they come at you with a gun, even let off a warning shot, these things are fucking loud. I've fired a few rounds off outside. I pointed it out the door and let one go. I couldn't believe how loud it was. That would 9 times out of 10 be enough to scare someone off. There is an attachment I've got you can screw on the end, pop a rubber ball in it and it will fire a rubber ball. So we're going to get outside and fire some rubber balls off. Fire a few rounds with this. I'll take the decibel meter out there because I've got the app on the iPad. It's not accurate, but it will show you how many decibels this thing is. I'll do the same for this one as well. I will do a review on each gun separately, but this is just a bit of a how to protect yourself when you're not allowed firearms. They're going to have their place, but what do they call it? Non-lethal firearms or something. So yeah, this is this one. Say this is 9mm PAK rounds, blank firing. You can get blank firing rounds with pepper gas in them and other pepper stuff, CS gas, and there's some other rounds. I'm not sure how it's going to work on this because there is a restriction in the barrel. Obviously that's how the gun cycles because there's no round going through. The gas just shoots out and it needs the inertia of the bullet and that for it to cycle. So in order for that to work properly, they put obviously to make it a blank firing gun and not a proper firearm, they put a restriction in the barrel. Whether that restriction will make some of the pepper or CS in the bullet come back at you, I do not know. I'm not going to get any to try it. Now on this gun, 6 shots out the barrel. They do pepper-filled paintballs basically, which explode when they hit your assailant. And I've watched some videos and it does put them on the floor. Once the ball's popped and it's got in, that's it. But yeah, so we're going to take these outside and we'll give them a go. See what happens. I'll see. I don't know. I haven't got a chronograph or anything to test how many feet per second this is, but yeah. See you outside. Got ourselves outside, nice weather. So we have the Retay S2022 and the umarex HDR50. We're going to load this one up first and try shooting that. Then we'll get that one at, ammoed up and we'll shoot that one. While we're waiting for that, we'll load up the cylinder. Thank you. Okay. That's the cylinder loaded with 6 rubber balls.
Who don't know this company's off.
Yeah. So put a little drop. Oh, got to cut the end of the oil off first. So I'm just going to put a little dab on the end, like so. You don't have to do it every time, every sort of 3rd or 4th time. So I'm going to drop that in there, backwards, screw this back in. And for the first couple of times, they advise to use the Allen key just to make sure you've nipped it up tight. So that's tight. Safe, we're not loaded. The gas has not been pierced yet. So what I'm going to do is put the cylinder in. That's in. Now, that's popped out, that's ready to go. So we'll see you over here and we'll shoot some rounds off and see what damage we can do to a cardboard box. So that gives us a rough gauge of how loud these are. I wasn't expecting that from this. So I'm going to put 4 shots into the box over there. pretty good. Right, HDR 50 in the box. I think it's running out of gas a little bit. Now we're going to do the retay. Empty magazine. Hit safe. Just going to load it up with some blank rounds. That's it, that's that one. Alright, now although it's a blank gun, you always want to treat it as a real gun. Keep your finger away from the trigger until you're ready to point it where it wants to go. They say keep your finger off the trigger until the muzzle is horizontal with the floor. But safety's on. There we go. So we're going to see you over here and we'll shoot some off with the decibel meter. They've gone straight through the box and come out the other side. Can you just turn it around the other side so you can see the holes?
Yeah, it was like that.
And there's the holes. So that's it for our little bit of afternoon shooting fun. We've probably upset the neighbours because they're all in there having lunch. Having said that, it's 3:15, but I can't believe how loud that is. That is unbelievably loud. And for it to go straight through the box and out the other side, it was double boxed. This thing I knew was loud. But I didn't realise how much power it would have had behind the rubber balls when you screw the adapter on. And you fired the rubber balls, that put a really big hole in the box straight out the other side. That would hurt. But even on this one, I just can't get over how loud it is. Just for a CO2 powered pistol, I know it's 50 cal and it's, you know, I didn't get many shots to a gas canister. I probably got about 18 shots. I mean, this is the 11 joule version, so whether that makes a difference. At the end of the day, I'm not really going to be doing target shooting with either of these guns. This is home defence. Scare people off if you've got intruders. I'm not saying you don't want to be walking around the streets with these guns, because at the end of the day, they are real guns and they're likely to get you shot, because people walking the streets with these things is a little bit naughty. We're on private property. I wouldn't take them out anywhere, but if somebody does come and intrude, you've got something that you can scare people off with. Just the noise alone. I mean, this one is loud, as you've heard, decibel reading. So that's home defence all sorted. But I do like guns. And I said to Tina that now I've got all my music studio and everything set up, she said, oh, there's nothing left to buy now, so I'll have to start collecting guns. We're going to get a little bit of a target range set up somewhere for when I get my air rifle back off. Dad's got my air rifle at the moment, and we're going to get that. We'll have a little bit of a range set up and do a bit of plinking and all that kind of thing. And so yeah, unbelievable. So if you like this video, please click the thumbs up. Home defence revolvers. I wouldn't shoot that one indoors if you could help it, because it would deafen you. So if you like this video, please click the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and from me and the Hobbit over there, doing some stuff in the garden, it's bye for now.